families. My name is Claudia Abar, and I am a kindergarten teacher in District 4. I'm also your virtual content specialist for kindergarten math. So for today's video, we wanted to create a follow-up on how to use one of the apps that we have shared in the past. We have shared about the Pattern Shapes app, and you will be using that in one of the lessons that your teacher will be sending you this week. So we wanted to guide you as to what it is that your teacher is going to ask you to do, and also how to get it done. So that is a little easier when you actually have to work. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my slides. So this work is going to come in on day 9 of Unit 6, and it looks something like this. How can we compose flat shapes with pattern blocks? Your teacher will do a mini lesson, a launch, and she's going to show you the Pattern Shapes app. And then you're going to have some work that you have to do independently. So I'm going to guide you as to how to do this, but I'm not going to be following these. I want to create something completely different so that you can do your own work and not just see what I'm doing. So it says, choose 5 shapes to create a new shape. This one says, choose 4 shapes to create a new shape. Copy and paste the image of your creation in the blue box. Click on the Create Outline option. Share the code of the outline with your teacher. I'm going to show you how to follow all of these steps, okay? So let's go ahead and do here. I'm going to click. Once you click on where it says click here, it will bring you here to the Pattern Shapes app. Once you open it, you're going to have a white mat. So the first thing that it's asking you to do is choose 4 shapes to create a new shape. So let's go here. I'm going to choose 4 shapes. I'm also going to choose 4. So just remember that when you're doing your own work, don't use mine, use your own. I'm going to go ahead and bring in a triangle. I'm going to bring in a rhombus. I know we like to call this a diamond, but the right name for it is a rhombus. I'm going to bring in another rhombus, and I'm also going to bring in a triangle. These are my 4 shapes. I'm going to show you how to move the shapes around to create the shapes that you really want. So the first thing is when you click on it, this comes up, this little circle up here. I'm going to move it down here so you can see it a little bit better. And this means that you can move it around just like this. You have to highlight it, click on it, and then just move it around. So for this, I want it to look just like this. I want it standing up straight, pointing down. Then I'm going to take one of my triangles. This triangle, I don't want it to do anything. I want it just like this. I already have a shape in mind. The very important thing as you're making a new shape is that sides touch. So this side of the rhombus has to touch this side of the triangle. And the way that you do that is you click it until you see that the blue stays over, the green stays over for the triangle. Now I'm going to do the same thing and I'm going to move these 2, but I want this triangle to also be pointing down. So I'm going to move it to where it's pointing down, and then I'm going to bring it here, just like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my last rhombus. I'm going to move it around so that it fits. Do you know what my shape is yet? You should probably know by now. But I used 4 different shapes, and I created a hexagon. I used 2 rhombus and 2 triangles to do that. Good. Now I have this. Let me go back into the work to see. Choose 4 shapes to create a new shape. I did that. Copy and paste the image of your creation in the blue box. Copy and paste the image. Okay, so how do I do that? So there's a few ways to do that. The first way is we come down here to this blue box with the arrow sticking out of it. You click on it and it says copy image. It also says save image, copy link, or display code. None of those right now, just copy image. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the image, and it looks just like this. Good. So I have it here. Now I'm going to go back into the work, and I'm going to paste it here. So to paste, it's going to be something like a Control V option. So you see that my mat came over, but it's really big. So I'm going to resize it so that it fits inside. How do you resize it? When you highlight it, these shapes here, you can move them around, and you can make it really big, or you can make it really small. I'm going to do that so that it fits in here. This is my shape. Let me show it to you again. Same thing. This is my shape. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of this. This is my shape. So now I have this. I've already done 2 of these steps. It says click on the Create Outline option. That's not something that we're going to do here. That's something that we have to go back into the shape. And it says click on the Create Outline option. Where is that button, you ask? It's down here. It has a hexagon and it has a dotted line around it. When you click on it, it says create outline. Do you want to change all shapes into an outline? Yes, I do. Create, and you see what happened? This is called an outline. This is something that I can now use to create my shape, or that somebody else can use to create this shape. So now the final step, once I've created my outline, let me go back here and it says, share a code of the outline creation with your teacher. So now I'm going to come here. I'm going to go back into the sharing option. It's going to display a code for me. I'm going to highlight my code again. And again, with your teacher would have told you how she wants you to do this. You can copy the link, you can copy the code. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to come back onto this and I'm going to type my code in here, just like this, so that my teacher knows exactly what I want. And that's it. That's all you're going to be doing for that. It was a lot of steps, right? But it's cool steps. So what your teacher will do, she's going to use your code, your outline, and some of your friends are going to have to guess what shape you made. So you too are going to be guessing what your friends made. So let's go back to that really quickly so I can show you one more time, okay? A few steps. So the first one is to go into the pattern shapes block. The next one is to create and then create your shape. Then you're going to copy your shape here. You're going to go back and create an outline, and then you're going to share the outline creation with your teacher. So you can just put the code right in here, and then you can share this. You'll be doing this work on Google Slides more than likely, so it will be really easy for your teacher. Okay, families, I know that was a lot of steps, but it is fun, and you will see how much fun you have with this when you end up getting one of the outlines from your friends, and you have to fill them in. And remember, some shapes are going to have, some of the new shapes are going to have 4 different shapes. Some of them are going to have 5. Good luck with that, my friends. I will see you soon. Take care.